Yo, what's going on, guys? So let's go over everything. We hit our targets today, right? I kind of showed you guys. We'll start with the 4 hour today because it's kind of what I pointed out yesterday, right? Our 4 hour order blocks, order block made by here, order block down candle close below, order block retest this order block, and then obviously we close below here, order block. This wick comes up into the wick of this order block today. We make another order block here. Our 4 hour order blocks told us everything, right? Um, we were expecting to hit 621. We caught a nice short down to it today. From 705 up here, from 705 down to 621. We caught that short today, and then obviously we delivered a little bit lower. We get this slowdown here. Now we have relative equal lows, but like all day, right? We almost swept this low this morning, and then we get this huge pump up, right? Into the 15-minute order block. We actually inverse the 15 here. We inverse pretty much everything. You see, besides, well, we actually rejected here. We inverse this 5 minute too. This kind of sloppy, right? But we end up, the 15-minute order block holds, and then like this is like max pain though, right? This is what the algo is programmed to do. Everyone's shorting down to this low because we know it's the weekly fair value gap. We know weekly FVGs are what the market targets. It's huge liquidity targets, and then like when we got this low, all this pump is just a big manipulation leg because we're not going to leave these relative daily equal lows sitting here, right? And then you see we go up, and then we catch the short back down to it with a nice sell model, and then obviously and then we pretty much have the same thing set up here now, right? Relative daily equal lows. All of this little move is just a big manipulation leg. Who knows where we end up rejecting? But expect something like this. Maybe we even take a high, or I think there's some 15-minute FVGs we'll look at, and then I expect 545 to be swept. But it just goes to show you like news, data, all that crap is all just there to blame price for is to justify the price in where things are currently at, right? Like like we knew yesterday with these 4 hour order blocks, it's like, okay, we're displacing down here. Where are we going? Well, we know we have a weekly FEG sitting down here, so we know price should draw down to here, right? And then and then you see we obviously delivered there. We had no type of reversal once we swept this low. We kept displacing lower. So what does that tell us? We look left. We see the next low sitting down here at 545. So now that's our target, right? We don't want to look for longs when we have relative daily equal lows sitting here. So, but the big thing is though, finally got our target. We're back down inside this weekly fair value gap here. We expected it as well because we know ES had what yesterday. ES had a daily propulsion block here, so we expected lower here on ES. So I mean that further justified it, as well as YM, right? YM going even lower. Got into this daily VI today. Looks like YM might even want to take these lows. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. But going into tomorrow, basically, um, obviously 5:45 is going to be key. Just gonna watch. Looks like we're gonna have an hourly FEG here and here, and then we'll see what kind of reaction we get out of here. Hopefully, we get something like this down, sweep 5:45, and then PC gives us a nice strong bullish move up. The reason why I'm hoping for a bullish move tomorrow is obviously we could have a TGIF setting up, right? We have some strong expansion down. We could look for a 20 to 30% move back up as well. And then today, if you look at the move down was very nice, or I mean very nice as in we didn't displace hard down. It was we basically just made a bunch of LRLR. We left equal highs sitting up here at that 675 ish level. Like there are a lot of nice targets up here that we can target tomorrow once we sweep that low. So I mean, there's tomorrow should be nice as long as we sweep 545 and get some confirmation that we want to reverse, we know we can maybe take longs up to here. We got relative equal highs sitting up here on the 5 minute, so it should be really nice. But going into the this morning, I kind of mentioned, I was like, well, obviously we have 4 hour order block here, right? And then I was like, well, we got a 4 hour FEG here. When I made the morning video, we were kind of like here, and I was like, well, looks like we might get some kind of 50% up, right? You see, we get a 50% retrace into the 4 hour FVG, 4 hour order block, and then obviously no displacement over that told us to then expect lower prices. We start displacing down, and then that takes us down to the low. But basically, overnight, watch for that 545 low to be swept, and then a possible reversal off of that. Because other than that, I really don't see any other place that we draw to. The other thing would be we do have a daily FEG sitting down here at the 18,400 level, which could be a target, but we need to really displace through five. If we start displacing hard through 545, then I think 18,400 is on the table. But if we just wick it and then obviously start displacing back up, then we're gonna start looking for all those nice highs that we left today. But try to keep it short today. Hopefully that clears everything up for you guys. Yeah, we're in the weekly FEG. Don't really want to look for shorts here because who wants to short inside a weekly fair value gap? But now that we are getting a move, let's just for a funsies, let's look where 50% sits here. So 50% would bring us down to the final weekly FEG and this weekly volume imbalance down here. It's actually a weekly BPR, so that would bring us down to almost like 18,000 level. If things really start to get crazy and we start displacing through this weekly, this would be something that happens like maybe next week and whatnot. But just something to watch. The last thing I want to cover is tomorrow is going to be the last day of the monthly candle, so this is going to be important to watch. We have a potential monthly order block setting up here. So if we do sweep 545, get a strong displacement back up, and we close, I don't know, say we close up here. Oops, that's a very unstraight line. Say we close up here, then we're going to have, this is going to turn into a monthly order block. And then I think price really wants to expand up, especially going into that election season. So big monthly close tomorrow will be very, very important. The high of this candle is 612, so very important to see where we close tomorrow. Close above 612, we get that monthly order block, and I think we go higher, much higher, going into the end of the year. But with that, hope you guys have a great evening, and we will catch you guys tomorrow.